everybody, we have Kiran here who's taking delivery of his brand new Mojo BS6 in ruby red color. So hi Kiran, how are you?
Hi Farhan, doing good.
So what made you choose the Mojo? What bike you've had previously? Tell us a bit about that please.
Well, previous to this machine I had Himalayan, it's from Royal Enfield.
Okay.
So I had clocked around 30,000 plus kilometers in that, down the line 1.5 year. And later, Mojo was like all-time favorite, which was there in the head. Only thing was like, okay, down the line it was like a bit of a decision which I went to Himalayan for adventure rides. 2019 when I was planning to buy a motorcycle, that time ABS was not launched, so I had to wait a lot of time, almost 4 to 5 months. Then finally ended up buying Himalayan. Now since this is the most updated Mojo existing right now, like I have to change with the machine which I had to this, because this is far better machine which I felt from Himalayan. Yes, of course, Himalayan from its own perspective it is a different genetic, but after taking a ride from this machine, I felt the suspension wise, the machine wise, the comfortable of handling the machine. I felt Mojo was far better in handling the situation in compared to Himalayan, let it be off-road or uneven roads or anything.
Okay.
I felt Mojo was much more supportive to me on road.
Himalayans are known for their off-road capabilities and their big suspension travel. So how was the Mojo suspension exactly? What did you feel exactly in that situation?
Well, yes, I felt, even when I was buying a motorcycle, when I was choosing among other motorcycles, Himalayan, of course, the ad which is there, they have the long travel and everything, it is an adventure touring machine, that this and all. But many times what happens is in Himalayan, since we have the tires and everything, when you're traveling on a higher speed, let's say 80 or 90 speed on a highway, there are certain highways where there is a gap in the highway, the road which is there. That's
Flyovers also have that.
Yeah, that is natural. When the soil gets down or something, the road will be uneven. During such time, the vehicle becomes so bouncy that I have to reduce my speed.
Okay.
And if in case that kind of a patch if I get during a corner, it's like I have to like wish myself that I will be safe on road.
Yeah.
The same thing when I was riding in this motorcycle, when I was taking a test ride, and I made a lot of test ride of this, I felt the situation where I would think to stop the Himalayan, I never felt that situation that I should stop this, because it's a vice versa thinking. What Himalayan can do, others should not be doing it, what I was having that thought. But it was other way around, where Himalayan couldn't do anything on the road, this performed very well.
Okay.
So that way suspension, yes.
Yes.
Was
It gave you better stability when you needed that stability.
And moreover, like the flyovers have a cut.
Yeah.
So when you cross over it, you'll feel that hit back.
Yes, yes.
You'll feel that something has hit the tire.
Yeah.
Here in this, the same stretch what I did, and today's with white topping and everything, there are a lot of cuts.
Yes.
I did not feel anything, even I did not feel the vehicle has gone up and down, or the suspension let me feel whether it is happening something over there. Nothing, it was just plain as I was just moving around.
It's more like something that's good for our Indian conditions, not
Definitely.
too soft, not too hard,
Definitely.
just right, which gives it a mixed sort of feeling, and it gives it more like a jack of all trade kind of feeling. It can go anywhere.
Definitely. Moreover, the pillion setting, I tried doing that also.
Mm-hmm.
Even the pillion will not be discomfort if there is any like patchy roads.
Yeah.
What my personal experience, if I have a pillion on a Himalayan, if there is a patch which is there, suspension will eat everything whatever comes on to the road. But the thing is, the pillion will definitely get a jerk up, which I did not feel in this. The pillion is not jumping away.
Yes.
Still planted on the bike, and the bike is also planted, and I did not have to like do circles to manage it on the road after a rough patch of the road. That was one crazy thing which was new to me. From a motorcycle like this in this segment will give a feedback comparing to that machine.
Yes, yes.
So that way,
Stability is superb, rock solid.
yes, it will, like if you are riding on a highway or city, you need not have to worry about whether what the machine will happen to itself. You can just be calm, keep riding.
Yes. And if you have to tell what are the main points, say top 3 points you love about the Mojo, what would they be?
3 points, especially after experiencing this machine, suspension is the one beautiful thing what it has. Second thing, the riding experience. You feel you are sitting completely comfortable on a chair. And you're going. It's not only the rider, but also the pillion will feel
Yes.
they are comfortably seated. They need not have to check what is there to hold for them to be
Yes,
comfortably
yes.
seated. That usually happens in most of the bikes. That's completely null. And third thing is it is a correlation. There is a tank, how you can grab yourself when you're standing up, and the engine performance when you're doing some maneuvers to handle the situation. They were the main key points because I have been riding Himalayan. When I do the standing, no. I have to, like, I'll be searching because to my height, I'm almost 6. I need to search where I can grab myself when I'm standing. Here it is completely like flawless what I get
Yes, yes.
standing comfort.
So here actually there is a slight increase in the handlebar height also. There's a slight razor. So this makes it, the ergonomics now, it feels like it is very easy to stand and ride. So there are small changes that have happened on the Mojo over a period of time, which is the handlebar steering geometry and also the suspension. Now a lot of people had this mindset ke why Mahindra removed the upside down forks and put the telescopic forks, including myself. But later, after riding the bike for a while, especially a good amount of touring, I can say that these suspensions are better suited for our Indian conditions.
I feel it is an upgrade because in 2019 when I rode the XT model,
Yeah.
and today I'm riding this new model which is with the telescopic fork, I don't find it is a downgrade.
Yeah.
I find it much more positive towards the suspension key. It is better that they gave a telescopic with the braces for that.
Yes.
So I'll be having much more confidence than I used before.
Yeah, since you mentioned the braces, not many people know this is very rare on the motorcycles, what's available in the market. This is a fork brace which gives very good stability when you go off-road, and of course the unstable situation that you expected, that did not happen. In this segment, Royal Enfield is a segment leader in terms of sales. But what Mojo has is, I would say, and many others, even you would agree with me, it's the best deal in terms of the quality for the money that you pay.
See, people might be wondering that Mojo is not offering so much of gadgets what
Right.
today bikes offer. The instrument console and everything, they'll be having so much of features that there's
Yes.
XYZ information that end of the day when you're riding, that doesn't come into the picture at all because end of the day when you're riding, the most important thing is how well the machine will take you far.
Yes.
I'm hoping to do a lot of miles.
Yeah, hopefully. So welcome to the Mojo tribe. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you for your short explanation.